Hi guys, this is Sumesh. I'm a full stack developer and a Flutter mobile application developer. This is my LinkedIn profile. You can have a connection with me. So recently I have developed an Android project using Flutter and this app is called as Timeline for Github. It was hosted on Amazon App Store. You can use this link to access my app and you can download it. So in this tutorial, I'm going to explain the source code in which I have built this mobile application. So you can see some of the screen snaps. So the primary use of this application is the user can able to access the GitHub profiles with the help of username. He need to enter the username in the text box, and he can able to see the profile details. It will be fetched from the GitHub. He can able to see the timeline. He can repositories and followers, etc. See, this is the snap of the timeline. It will give the information of the past 30 commits which you have done in GitHub repositories. It also shows the push, pull request. Those who are watching, like if you are following someone, you can also able to see the watch history of those guys, etc. In addition to that, there will be one more tab in which you can add the usernames to your favorite list, and one more feature which will be fetching the top trending news of GitHub all around the world. I'm using News API, so it will be fetching the latest 30 newses which are trending around the world, and this is an about page. So you can able to download this app using on going to the site. Also you can able to find the source code in the GitHub repository, and it was made public. You can able to download this code, and if you want to contribute something, you can also have can contribute here. Okay, let's start our project. Okay, here I am using Android Studio with Flutter SDK. So the main reason I am using Android Studio is like you can also use Visual Studio Editor and some other codes. Actually, Flutter is highly recommending to use Android Studio because there are some dependency issues which if you're using some of the third-party text editors or IDEs. So if you're familiar with the Android Studio on developing native apps, and it will be very easy for you to continue with the Flutter SDK. So this is the app. I have run this on my emulator screen. Go ahead. Let me show some sample things. So I am searching my username. So it will fetch my all details from the GitHub database. You can timeline repositories, following and followers. This is the repositories. You can able to see the timeline, the past 30 commits I have done in my GitHub repo, my repositories. These are my repositories which I have made public. You can able to go to the repository store. It will redirect you to the Chrome page. And by the details regarding the followers and following. Suppose actually this is in a test mode. So in your final build, you won't see this warning. This is because of the rendering issue, which I have exceeded the screen size. If you are using emulators, and this will be a common problem. So in the favorite category, so from here you can able to add usernames to the favorites, and you can see all those things here. And if you want to, if you can able to delete these, modify these things, and you can easily also access the same username from here. I'm using a lot of packages like HTTP. If you're familiar in web development, Node.js, it is much more similar to the same concepts. Okay, this is the news page where it will fetch the latest 30 news, trending news all around the world. Here I am using News API. Finally, my about page. If you're clicking here, it is completely open source, and if you want to contribute, you can click this button and it will take to my GitHub repository where you can able to download the code. And if you want, you can contribute, or you can do your you can add some more features and can share your app. Okay, let me explain the code, how it works. So like a basic program, like C program, everything starts like a C++ program. The dot program is almost similar to C++ program, C++. Here, here you can able to run your app as a classes. Every courses, every codes in the project will be like C++ program. For example, this is the main page. Here you are rendering the screen like this is the main code where your app gets initialized. For example, as I said before, our Flutter is completely built with the widgets. There are two types of widgets available here. One is stateful and stateless widget. The stateless widget won't be changed in future, like the image, and the stateful widget it will be depending upon the user interaction. So the Flutter is completely built with the help of these two widgets. So this is the starting point of the code, where I have initially this bottom navigation bar on, and while clicking on these bottom notification bars, you can able to switch the pages. So each page is constructed as a separate dot code, like I have shown this hierarchy. Okay, let me show. For example, the home page will be look like this. This is our home page. Here I am primarily using GitHub API, where I am going to post these data into the HTTP GitHub API, and it will return the JSON data. I am making use of JSON data to display the things in visual way. So as I said, on clicking every buttons, it will open the classes. So this is a news page where this news getting rendered. This is the news API where it is getting the data. We have some limits, like from a particular API you can access around 60 to 80 times for this news API, and the repo file. Like once you clicking this repo, it will take to a new page showing me all repositories of the user. Here again a new API call to the user is made, and from the JSON it will be shown. Return data will be shown, and the timeline file where you will be again making API requests to the GitHub server, and we're rendering these things. These are completely widgets. Like for example, this box is built by this list view builder widget. So based upon the data received, I will be rendering these files. It's just like a for loop. So waiting screen, in which you can able to see the floating cat image while the screen is getting loaded. on the follows. While clicking on this page, my profile page, you can able to see the followers, these details, and favorites. This page. This page is like I'm using local storage. There's a lot of packages available in Flutter. So I'm using local packages, local storage. So using local storage, you can able to store the data locally to your mobile phones, like in a JSON format. And finally, our about file. Sorry, about file. So I am using here a URL launcher pack, which will help us to launch the URLs directly to the browsers. So that's it. If you want to contribute this app, you can directly go to the, as I said before, you can go to the repo and you can download the project and you can run your project in your Visual Studio Code or Android Studio. That's your preference. And thank you.